What's up, my peeps? Lighting may not be too good. Mr. Zangwoo here. Welcome to ZW Nation. Just making a random video. Just been a lot on my mind, and this is something that got addressed me earlier. So, you guys haven't heard. Apparently, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, pretty good game for the Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and stuff. Pretty good game. I played it myself. I actually own the first Xenoverse, so it's a pretty good game. But apparently, it is still going on. It is getting the Broly from the new Dragon Ball Super Broly movie and Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta as DLC. So yes, it is still going on. It still has DLC. That seems to be the new thing with gaming. Just cram as much DLC as possible, and then you don't need to make a sequel. Well, I'm here to tell you that that's a load of shit. A friend of mine earlier, either it was earlier today or yesterday or late yesterday, however it is, me and him talked, and he pretty much told me how it shouldn't be it shouldn't be a Xenoverse 3 game because pretty much Dragon Ball Super is out of content. Nah, that's sadly a load of crap. There's no reason why there can't be a third game. Dragon Ball Xenoverse is a very interesting game because it doesn't necessarily focus on the main story of the series and stuff. I mean, yeah, they have done stuff with the main story, but it has a overarching story of its own, and that is the fact that time is being messed with. And if you're screwing with time, there's almost an endless amount of things that you can do with a video game. If you don't want to continue, a series by going forward, how about you go backwards? Dragon Ball Xenoverse and Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, they focus on Dragon Ball Z, and then the second one focuses on Super. Or they even throw some GT in there. But one thing they do not focus on is Dragon Ball. Now, a lot of people seem to hit this. We don't like Dragon Ball. Screw Dragon Ball. It sucks. It doesn't have aliens in it. It's so basic and it doesn't have Frieza and stuff. It doesn't matter. Dragon Ball is where Dragon Ball Z, GT, Super, and the rest. That's where it comes from. There could be a very interesting story, such as what if someone is trying to get rid of Goku? You go back to Dragon Ball. He's a kid. He's an infant. It's way before he learns Super Saiyan and stuff. You get him then. You're racing from the timeline. Bam. Interesting story plot right there. Goku starts to fade out of existence in the modern day, kind of like how Trunks did when Cell absorbed the androids in the future, and then they pretty much tried to get rid of Trunks, and he started to disappear and stuff. They could do the same thing with Goku. Go back in time, find Kid Goku, take him out, and then we have an interesting Dragon Ball story for Xenoverse 3. Or if you want, let us learn more about the Dragon Ball Xenoverse characters, such as the Supreme God of Time and Demigra, a little bit more about Demigra. Or, if you want, have a time patroller be the main villain. Have a time patroller turn on the rest of the time patrollers and be like, nope, I want history to be this way. Kind of like how they do with that character Fu or Few. Have someone who knows about time and stuff that isn't Toa, Mira, Demigra, etc. Have a time patroller be the main villain, and if you don't even want to do Dragon Ball, you can still explore things that we haven't done before in the past, such as Kid Vegeta. We've never had Kid Vegeta on a Dragon Ball game in America, anyway. That'd be very interesting to see how they would do with Kid Vegeta. We have Nappa with hair, King Vegeta. There's endless amount of things they can do. They can use the Dragon Ball Heroes, Xenogoku or whatever. We can explore more with Dragon Ball Heroes because, as far as I can tell, Fu is a Dragon Ball Heroes type character, and he's in Xenoverse 2. There's no freaking reason why Xenoverse 2 should be so limited with things, and no reason why there can't be a Xenoverse 3. And what I mean about Xenoverse 2 being limited with things is, okay, look at it like this. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 improved on what the first game had. It added more clothes, it added somewhat changeable colors and stuff. You know, things that people were complaining about in the first one. That apparently I ran out of memory. I'll make this short and simple, pretty much. Xenoverse 2 could have been much better. It seems that they're only really focusing on the Saiyans. Not only do they have Super Saiyan 1, 2, and 3, they also were able to get Super Saiyan God, or Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. And it really just seems like the whole thing is focused on the Saiyans, like the series has been for the longest. Dragon Ball Super Point Blank, at least movie wise, has been about the Saiyans. Beerus came to Earth because he was trying to find the Super Saiyan God. Frieza came to Earth because he wanted revenge on Goku. And the Broly movie is literally one giant thing with the Saiyans. Humans, Frieza race, Boo, Namekians, they're all getting screwed when it comes to that game. And I'm sick of it. I'm really just sick of it. I know most people would be like, "Well, just don't buy the game," but it's like it shouldn't be that way anyway. It should not be that way anyway. Like it's just ridiculous. Why is like that? I know people would probably just be like, "He's just making this video to rant about nothing." That's not true. Because I'm sure other people would agree with a lot of things I said about how the third game could be made, about how they could change up certain things and deal with more Dragon Ball stuff, less Dragon Ball Super stuff, or Dragon Ball Z. And on a final note, another thing that kind of pisses me off is, okay, we got good clothes, we got other people's moves and stuff. Why can't we create our own moves? There's nothing to have a customization thing where you have a beam, you can change the color, you can choose whether you want a barrage, a blast, or a straight beam, a giant ball, hand to hand. There's no freaking reason why you shouldn't be able to create your own special move. It's just stupid to me. You can create a character, you can't create a move.